Revelant transport ammunition! Total casualties of war 17,371, a slight increase. But we had victory, yay! Illegal gambling rampant aboard the Raven. Whispers of vile orgies persist. Why was I not invited to these vile orgies? You know, that's one of the parts that really upsets me. Why was I left out of this gambling party? Maybe it's because I do all the battles and the generals just drink in the bar all day. I need to address this. Thanks to the Emperor, doctors can simply kill off annoying patients. Our man aboard the Raven. Victory party report. Unification of the land or one man's personal popularity contest. Alright, so we get Cripple. And some war things, okay. Yorick, you are not often on my bridge. What brings you here?
Horror of horrors, Commander. Claudella, our foremost artist, turns out to be a sinner of sapphic sentiments. Such transgression cannot be condoned.
Oh?
The gods will not stand for it. All her works shall be pulled down onto the ground and smashed into the dust. Seven forgive us for having admired her so.
I see. Well, you are obviously upset. Prospera, can you explain a bit the situation a bit beyond the whole deitrific ramblings?
Once more the undead are in an uproar over nothing, Commander. Now they are systematically tearing down the statues of their own foremost artist because she made the posthumous confession of being gay. What on earth moved her to do so, we'll never know, but the results are tragic. Please
Well,
tell Yorick
truth is
to calm
nice.
his kin. A civilized society should not stand for such barbarism, whether the gods approve or not.
Barbarism, eh? How barbaric are we talking about? Edmund?
I must admit you settled that last engagement rather decisively, Commander. Death follows where the dragon drives.
You say that quite nicely. Thank you, Edmund. I had not expected such compliments from you. Scarlet.
Remember I mentioned the artist Della Gecko a while ago, Commander?
Yes.
Gay. Well, I have another example. The undead sculptress Claudella, who sadly perished a short while ago because of some strange disease that sometimes plagues her kindred.
Wait, did she perish or did she perish again? The undead make that a bit confusing, I must say.
She was an artist of profound mastery, revered by every single one of the undead, but now that in her last will and testament she revealed to have had a long-standing physical relationship with a woman they always assumed to be her sister, the vermin are systematically destroying all her works.
I also find it important that, you know, if the assumptions were right, maybe, you know,
Beautiful bronzes, marvelous marbles, all are falling under the hypocrites' hammers. But you can do something about this, Commander. You can stop this madness. And if you won't, give me the order and I'll bash the skull of each vandal I meet.
Look, if the undead are so hell-bent on destroying her work, well, it's her, it's theirs, isn't it? I'm not going to cause some diplomatic incident if some sculptor fancied her sister.
You what? How on earth does a diplomatic incident compare to the wholesale annihilation of a monumental artist's work? For crying out loud, you must be off your bloody rocker!
I do not take kindly to such insults, Scarlet. If they want to destroy their stuff, then, well, why not let them? I think it's foolish, but, Sure, the undead, they'll get another artist someday. Now then, we have chokeholded this area. Good. Now we just need to move into Grimland and take control of this area again. Colina Alda. Yes. Now they have, what kind of defense do they have there? One hunter and a trooper. I think if we just move... If we just move our troopers and hunters in there, We should have enough to take control of that. Now, we have 1 Zeppelin and 1 armor. No, we'll need more here. Going into or strategic, yes. We'll need more there. Let's add a hunter here. And still by... Let's see, what's ironclads good for actually? Maybe we should just have 1 ironclad here. And over here we can buy some reinforcements, I'm sure. Some troopers here will be nice. We have 4 and 5, so let's put 1 more on here and 1. Oh, we don't have enough for 1 Zeppelin, eh? We don't actually have all that much money left anymore. Okay then. I guess we'll just do troopers. Phrasing. Right. Turn the tide! Oh yes, they're trying, oh, that might be a Fierce invasion over there. Oh, still we have a massive chance. Oh, we have massive chance to win on both fronts. I think we can just automate this mess. Well, the Imperial Army can handle the 82. Done. Back in control again, excellent. 75, yeah, I guess that Ironclad might... we'll just have the armies handle this. Good Zeppelins. Very good. What did we lose? We lost a hunter, so we'll probably need to make a new one. That face have been beaten off. Now they're cornered. Riffle time, port ammunition, 19,771 deaths. Will we reach the 20,000 mark? Find out in the next edition. Emperor allows destruction of ancient art for the sake of undead propaganda. Old feudal system versus the new empire. A journey's dissemination. And before he was famous, we have the Emperor's childhood pictures. They better be flattering ones. So we get hunters. And we can build a tavern apparently. Okay then. Yorick.
Purity, Commander. That is what we have achieved. We thought it lay condensed in the works of Claudella, but we were deceived. Sin lay there, congealed, until her guilty conscience could bear her trespass no longer, and she revealed it to the world.
Well, she confessed. That's a good thing, isn't it?
I too have smashed several of her eyesores into rubbish. With each stroke of the hammer, I felt the munificence of the Seven course through me. Purity, Commander. Purity is sin undone.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling good about this. I see it's a bit of a waste, but...
Until this day, I'd have judged you higher than a common vandal, Commander. But it seems I was remiss. Your allowing the undead to destroy Claudella's work was a crime. A wicked and short-sighted act. You may have pleased them today, but they'll find fault with you tomorrow. You'll see there's always something you'll do wrong in the eyes of the Seven.
Yes, but it was their right to destroy it. Not mine. I did not destroy myself.
It's all gone.
I'm sure
all
you're
broken. All but a
upset.
memory. Claudella and her works are one. Dead, faded away, forgotten. And why, Commander? For what? For the sake of her loving a woman, not a man.
Well, and possibly
For
your
the sake
sister.
of dodging a diplomatic incident. For futile gods and their futile subjects. Such a futile pity.
Such is the way of mortals, Scarlet. Short-sighted, short-lived. But I allow them that, and only guide them to a better future as much as I can. Oh yes. Sad, the distraction, but well, that's the undead's own stupidity, they're allowed to it. Right, off to Grimland. Our last bit of conquest probably before we move on the capital. Yes, hopefully the last these will be the last battles that we face, yeah. Let's see, so we need more hunters. Yeah. Honestly, we can just move every troop in here. That might actually be a good idea. Let's just end this. Full skill, all forces, move in. Yeah. And what's this? Armors, join in. We'll move. Let's move 2 here. Can't move up there anyway. Let's do this shit. Battle begins. Well, the army can handle this, I guess. Actually, let's leave it to a general. Why won't we? Let's see. Henry is good at here, as is Edmund. Let's have Edmund handle this. Edmund, you take care of this little invasion on your keep. Excellent. Now actually no, I'll just have the army handle this. I cannot stand against the numbers of the true Dragon Emperor. Kneel now. We've conquered the capital of Carlin and successfully stolen all their belongings. 4 gold and no tech. Hooray!
And so it came to pass that the Dragon Prince was initiated in the ways of war, and caught the attention of his siblings. Whereas the prince had been but a flea in his half-brother Carthan Axehand's coat, the dread Decapitator now took full notice of what turned out to be a dragon, and so in turn did the others.
Ooh.
Yes, it was in the heartland of Rivellon that the war would be decided between the last of Sigurd's children. Carthan remained a threat, as did his sister Sybil the Silent, who had cut out her own tongue a long time ago.
Why?
To stop the voices in her head from babbling. And then there was Farran the
What a bunch of
Fleshless,
lunatics.
who was convinced he wasn't human at all, but rather an undead, which he would demonstrate by slicing the flesh from his body. Such was the crazed company the Dragon Prince would have to fight. Such were the terrors he would have to overcome. And the way he did so is still studied by all strategists in Rivellon today.
And here I was thinking I was the weird one out of the Emperor candidates. No, the others are just more crazy. Anyway, Rivellon Transport Ammunition! Total casualty of war, 23,791! Yes, we beat the 20,000 mark! Hooray! Yeah. Battlefield moves to the heart of the kingdom. All factories rally behind the dragon. All factions rally behind the dragon, rather. Dwarves, elves, lizards, and imps. Imps and undead stand united. Emperor to guide all to victory. Drunken Scarlet knocks skull from Yorick's spine. Finds it in the toilet. Oh dear. Well, she really felt strongly about this, didn't she? Imps lack inspiration. Imps copy enemy armor designed to the letter. Size matters. Enemy resources built impenetrable floating fortress. Imperial science is stupefied. By popular demand, the Emperor authorizes production of his own action figure. Did I? I think I need to have words with Falstaff and Trinkula about this one.
I have news for you, Commander.
Oh,
Great,
speak, Maxos.
grave, or gratifying. I'll leave its interpretation to you.
Why?
The fact of the matter is, your victories have gone far from unnoticed. That much you knew. But they have also gone a long way toward uniting a shattered realm.
Continue, Maxos.
It has therefore been announced that you are to marry, for that will bolster the populace's spirit
Was it?
and cement your power as Emperor. Soon the finest princesses in the land will be here, bidding for your hand in marriage.
So you're saying that even though it's marriage we're talking about, I have no say in this?
Not as such, no. You don't want to get married, because that would be a bit of an imposition. The decision has been made, you see. Matters such as these, even an emperor has to accept without remonstrance. Still, there are worse things than tying the knot, surely.
You obviously have never been married yourself, Maxos. But fine, the host of princesses might be amusing, yes.
I dare say it will. But do not, please, take this matter lightly, Commander. Of course, I hope your wife shall turn out to be a charming girl indeed. But this, above all, is a political bond, meant to strengthen the ties between you and the faction she belongs to.
I see.
Love, I'm sorry to say, has very little to do with it. But of course, I may be proven wrong. Perhaps it is even best that I had.
What has love got to do with it, as it were?
Very well, Commander. And while you fantasize about pretty princesses, I'll continue my studies. Grumio may find his inspiration in dreams, but I'll stick to books, thank you very much. A wizard likes his nose between the pages, rather than his head in the clouds.
Yes, there's certain wisdom to that, Maxos. You are dismissed. So, what caused me to my throne room?
Commander, I'd like to raise a delicate issue regarding the imps. You see, there's just too many of them. They procreate so quickly, they put the rabbits to shame. And if we don't do something about it, there will be 2 of their number for every single elf or dwarf or lizard. Curtail their expansion, I say. Families of 5 should be their limit.
Oh. Well, that's unusual disrespectful of the natural order of life, I see. Yorick, your thoughts?
Oberon's quite right, Commander. Those heathen demonic pests breed like sin in a brothel, and the result is just as diseased. I'd have them all wiped out, but for the moment I'll settle for a mere reduction of their number.
I would think you would respect the natural thing of life, of reproduction and such. Sir Falstaff, then. You favor families and large ones.
Oberon oversteps his bounds, Commander. The family is a holy institution. Let no man mingle with a family's private affairs.
Prospera, you want to be reasonable about this, I am sure.
It shocks me a free-spirited elf could advocate state control over the number of children one is or is not allowed to have. Lizards too hatch many eggs in one sitting, so to speak. Huh? Are we Oberon's next target, perhaps?
And I think we would know how Trincular feels about this.
What is all this elven claptrap? How dare he utter such rot? An impish family isn't complete until Nipper number 22 comes along.
Quite a difficult matter here. I suppose an overflood of imps can be a bother, but it can also be a boon. I'll have to think on this matter. In fact, I will have hear your thoughts on this. Should we curtail the breeding of imps a little bit? Or do we want more bodies on the front lines, as it were? Speak. Humans, elves, dwarfs, undead, lizardmen and drink and imps, yes. Oh, give your thoughts on this matter and I will hear them in my thoughts. Good day. And yeah, I think we have a little bit of vote here, as I am torn between what Raven would do. Let it be known. Let your choice be known. Good day.